I thought you said you want to be a great. I thought you said you want to be the best. But you don't act like you don't move like it. You wake up late. You sleep late. You don't study. You don't work out. You don't want this shit. And no one's going to feel sorry for you when you don't get it.
Why do you say you want to be great if your actions scream otherwise? Imagine telling yourself day after day that you're destined for greatness while your habits betray you. You sleep in, avoid challenges, and let opportunities slip by. Greatness demands proof, not promises. No one will sympathize when you fall short because it's not the world's job to believe in you. It's yours.
I don't care how good you are in anything. You don't have discipline. You ain't nobody. You're nothing without discipline. Because you give up under the slightest struggle without discipline. Discipline is doing what you hate to do, but do it like you love it.
Without discipline, you're nothing. Skills, talent, or luck won't save you when life throws a curveball. Discipline is your weapon to cut through struggles, no matter how mundane or brutal the task. It's about doing what you despise, yet doing it like it's your lifeline. This is where the extraordinary thrive, embracing the grind when it feels unbearable. Are you willing to master what most avoid?
You have to learn to train your mind well beyond motivation. If you have motivation, that's great. That's some kindling to the fire. All it takes is a little bit of spark, you can burn the whole forest up. But motivation, you have to learn to exist without it. You have to be your best self when you're least motivated.
Motivation might spark the fire, but it's discipline that keeps it burning through the storms. Imagine your best self on your worst day. When motivation abandons you, discipline becomes your shield. It demands that you show up even when every cell in your body screams for comfort. How often do you rely on fleeting emotions when what you need is unwavering consistency?
Stop. You got to stop with all this I can't catch a break bullshit. All the time you're complaining, you could be instead hustling. You could be instead chasing your dream. You could be instead figuring out what you're doing wrong, trying to improve certain aspects of your life, getting your shit together, reading a book, meditating, something. Something.
Every moment spent complaining is a moment wasted. Complaints are thieves of progress. Instead of drowning in excuses, channel that energy into action. Read a book, reflect, meditate, or fix what's broken. The truth, breaks aren't caught. They're created by relentless effort. Do you really believe whining will deliver what you want, or is it time to hustle for it?
Who are you on those days you don't want to do things? It's easy to conquer when it's good weather. You got good sleep. Work's going good. The family's good. You feel great. Your body's not injured. Those are the easy days to conquer. But who are you on the days when all hell's broke loose? Your body's up. You're sore. You're depressed. You're miserable. Who are you on those days when shit's all up? That's the great divide. Those people who get up on those days when everything's up and still grind, that's the separator right there.
Greatness isn't measured by how you perform when the sun shines. It's tested in the storms. What defines you on days when nothing goes right? When pain and despair overwhelm you? Champions emerge when they refuse to quit in the face of chaos. Those who grind in the dark, battered but unyielding, separate themselves from the rest. Will you be one of them?
The most important question to ask is, what pain do you want in your life? What are you willing to struggle for? Anything worthwhile is going to require some degree of pain and struggle. So, if you're oriented toward the pain and the struggle, you're probably going to be more aligned with what you're capable of accomplishing rather than if you just orient toward the pleasures.
Every dream demands sacrifice. Struggles aren't roadblocks. They're tolls you must pay to reach success. If you're aligned with the grind, you'll uncover your true potential. But if you run at the sight of pain, you'll never achieve anything worthwhile. So ask yourself, what are you willing to struggle for? And are you ready to pay the price?
Everybody just wants to be comfortable. Everybody wants to sit on the couch. I don't want to go outside. It's cold. I don't want to do this. It's hot. Like, you've got to do things that you don't want to do because you show your body that your mind is the boss.
The world conditions us to avoid discomfort, but growth lies beyond the cozy confines of safety. Stepping out into the cold, facing the heat, and pushing your limits trains your mind to take control. Each uncomfortable act strengthens your resolve. Are you letting comfort dictate your life? Or are you taking charge?
Think about the things that you tell yourself, the lies you use to rationalize taking the easy road. Taking the easy road and leaving discipline behind.
Rationalizing your avoidance of discipline only delays success. Every excuse is a lie you tell yourself to justify mediocrity. But here's the thing. Nothing is permanent. Not failure, not hardship. Discipline turns temporary discomfort into lasting achievements.
Nothing is permanent. Nothing is permanent. And a lot of times you have to learn to perform without motivation. You have to learn to perform without purpose. You have to learn to perform a lot of different things. And that's what people think. They think I need to have this motivation to work out, to study, to be better. So if they don't have it, they just don't do it.
Waiting for inspiration is a trap. The reality? You won't always feel like doing the work, but discipline requires you to act regardless. Your success hinges on your ability to function in a vacuum without applause or encouragement. Can you push forward when there's no one cheering?
What if all of us took that attitude after we face a rejection and a no, or we have a meeting and no one shows up, or somebody say, you can count on me, and they don't come through? What if we have that kind of attitude? The car's repossessed. Nobody believes in you. You've lost again and again and again. The lights are cut off, but you're still looking at your dream, reviewing it every day, and say to yourself, it's not over until I win.
Rejection, setbacks, and doubt will haunt your journey. People will fail you. Circumstances will knock you down. But what separates winners is their refusal to surrender. They keep their dreams alive, repeating to themselves, it's not over until I win.
When all of that noise is gone, it's quiet, and it's you against you, and now all those endorphins are gone. And I promise you made by getting up early and getting after it to go lose weight, study harder, guess what? It's a lot harder now. That repetition becomes a lot harder now.
In the silence, when distractions disappear, it's your discipline that will decide your fate. The promises you made to yourself become infinitely harder to keep when motivation fades. But repetition builds resilience. Conquer yourself when no one else is watching.
I can't catch a break, guys.
Yeah.
Get them away from me. I can't be around those guys. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't buy it. Because everybody has bad breaks.
Yeah.
I've had a shit ton of bad breaks. But you know what I did? I stayed up.
Yeah.
And I thought through it. And I figured out what I did wrong. And then I went back. It's like I've fucked up everything I've ever done 100 times. There's no other way to do it. And I've had a bunch of shitty breaks. Everybody has. But you got to realize when you have those shitty breaks what that is. It's an opportunity for you to reassess, reboot, get better, figure out another way, find another way through. It's just little challenges.
Life throws punches, but they're not meant to crush you. They're there to sharpen your resolve. Every setback is a chance to analyze, adapt, and come back stronger. Success doesn't come without failures. It's born through them.
So you want to be normal. So you just want to be like everybody else that roams the world, not knowing the power that's in them. Being fine with being mediocre. You want to go back to who you were, huh, David?
The choice is yours. Follow the crowd and live a life of just enough, or dig deeper and unleash the potential that lies dormant within you. Mediocrity is the easy path, but greatness demands sacrifice. Discipline is your superpower. It's not glamorous, and it's often thankless, but it's the force that separates dreamers from achievers. It's what turns struggles into stepping stones. Each time you choose discipline, you move closer to the greatness you claim to want. So the question isn't whether you want to be great. The question is, are you willing to be disciplined enough to earn it?